Welcome back. The new year is a fresh start for a lot of people. Health and wellness are top of goals for so many people. For example, weight loss. Unfortunately, more often than not, these resolutions are not achieved as they're not maintainable or too restrictive. It's hard. Joining me now is Baptist Health Miami Cardiac and Vascular Institute's Dr. Ariapo Illuminade on weight loss drugs. Doctor, thank you so much for being with us. I'm going to kick things off really quickly, dive right in. What's your best advice for people with this New Year's resolution of, I need to lose weight?
Yeah, so this is a very popular New Year's resolution. I must say I've had that on my list a few years. And what's really important is to set goals that are sustainable, long lasting. Ultimately, what you want to do is change your lifestyle and do this for a long period of time. So, fad diets, quick fixes don't really work. It's really about making small incremental changes to your diet, to your exercise routine, and celebrating those small victories and not getting, bummed out by the setbacks. Weight loss is a marathon and not a sprint.
Talk a little bit about these new drugs that everyone's talking about, approved on the market right now, the Ozempics, that a lot of people are talking about. They do work. We've seen them work. What are your thoughts and feelings on them?
Yeah, thank you, Aaron. The Ozempic, as you mentioned, or semaglutide, essentially is in a class of drugs known as GLP-1 receptor agonists. And what these drugs do is that they regulate our food intake and our appetite. And so ultimately, people eat less calories and ultimately lose weight, and they're very effective at doing that. What we found over the past year or two is that because people lose weight, there are also secondary benefits. Most recently, the SELECT trial was presented in November of 2023, which showed a 20% reduction in cardiovascular events in people taking semaglutide. So, beyond cardiovascular, there are kidney benefits, there are diabetes benefits, et cetera. So, for the right person, these drugs do work. But I do want to stress that they are indicated for people who are overweight or obese. And we use a body mass index or BMI to determine that. So your BMI needs to be at least 27 or 30, and you must have at least one weight-related health condition. So this can be hypertension or high blood pressure, high cholesterol, abnormal blood sugar or diabetes, sleep apnea, et cetera.
When you set those weight loss goals, and a lot of people say, oh, it doesn't have to be January 1st. Perhaps people are starting on February 1st. Should you talk to your doctor, your cardiologist before setting these health goals to make sure that what your plan is really is best for you when it comes to your health?
Yeah, so, while not everyone needs to see a cardiologist, those with a history of cardiovascular disease or a strong family history of cardiovascular disease should meet with a cardiologist and make sure that your goals align with, your health risks and your health status. A great place to start is with a primary care physician, especially with those who are planning on doing vigorous physical activity. It might be a good idea to see a doctor and make sure that you're fit to do that.
All right, really good information, doctor. Thank you so much. Weight loss goals seems to be something that people have year round. Thank you for that insight. We appreciate it. And if you want more information about weight loss, those weight loss drugs everyone's talking about, and how it can impact you and your health, go to our website, WPBF.com.